There is a place that time has forgotten. A place where, if you listen closely, you'll hear your priorities rearranging themselves. Welcome to Lake Creek Lodge. Set amidst the backdrop of the Cascade Mountains, just upstream from the Metolius River and nestled in a lush meadow along Lake Creek, this hideaway is the perfect setting for returning to those things in life that really matter. Just a short bike ride away is the historic community of Camp Sherman and the famed Camp Sherman store, where ice cream and fishing supplies are in abundance. And a short drive away is the quaint western town of Sisters with its shops and summer events. Now, for the first time ever, you can own a cabin at Lake Creek Lodge. Bring your family, teach the grandchildren to golf, or take a swing yourself at the local championship golf courses. Hit the slopes at Hoodoo or Bachelor. Watch your children play the old-fashioned way. We are inviting you to partake in a legacy, one that has been enjoyed by generations of visitors for almost a century. This vacation property was established in 1921 as Hanson's Resort. In 1935, the new Lake Creek Lodge was built using Depression-era WPA architecture.
I remember coming with my parents, and the first thing you did when you got out of the car was head to the pond. And I can remember going in the pond and it was so cold, but you wanted to be in there. And there was a slide and all the kids would gather there.
This rich heritage is the inspiration behind brothers Jeff and Gordon Jones, who are now implementing their vision for the preservation of the history and traditions at Lake Creek Lodge. Their vision is evident in the architecture and construction of the new owner cabins. The attention to historical integrity in their design and materials, the use of century-old craftsmanship methods, the quality in their construction, and the dedication to preservation of the environment has resulted in Lake Creek Lodge's recognition as one of Oregon's premier small resorts.
Lake Creek is a special place with a tremendous amount of history. We've felt that responsibility to maintain that field since we have been owners here.
I was floored at the quality, the craftsmanship. There is nothing fake here. Everything is real from the ground up. I feel like I am walking into my home. It's absolutely beyond what I ever expected it to be.
The new cabins will be sold into private shared ownership with no more than 4 owners per cabin. The cabins are sold fully furnished and equipped right down to the silverware, linens, and artwork.
The way we wanted to furnish the cabins was to complement the original lodge that was built in 1935. We've used a mix of antiques with newer furniture to try and create a look that complemented the history of that time.
When not in use by the owners, the cabins will be made available for rent through our front desk and online reservation system, and will be completely maintained in a first-class condition by the staff at Lake Creek Lodge.
I walk in and it's beautiful. I don't have to mow my lawn. I don't have to change a light bulb. I don't have to wash the towels. It's the easiest thing in the world.
This simple approach to vacation property ownership is not only hassle-free, but it also generates income to offset the costs of ownership. The new cabins will be built while maintaining half of the property in undeveloped open space, which is ideal for the proliferation of indigenous wildlife, and care has been taken so that the creek will once again be a home to ocean-run fish.
Historically, one of the 2 sockeye salmon runs in the state of Oregon came up the Deschutes River, up the Metolius River, and then up Lake Creek, and then up into Subtle Lake.
Thanks to the conservation efforts of Lake Creek Lodge, in partnership with various local and government agencies, the historic migratory fish runs are being restored.
A swimming hole was constructed on the property using concrete and rocks and vertical sides. It also was an obstruction to the migrating fish. So without good habitat, the fish just aren't going to be able to return. And that's the real goal, is to get these anadromous fish runs back into the Metolius Basin.
In 2006, the pond structure was removed and the creek rebuilt to its original meandering form, with newly buried trees and rocks to create healthy fish habitat. This is but one example of the vision for conservation at Lake Creek Lodge. Of course, the best part about vacationing at Lake Creek Lodge is the amenities, which are all included when you own a full or quarter share of a cabin. Enjoy the sunny days down at our pool, a favorite gathering place for families and friends. Challenge your son to a game of one-on-one. Take some time for a tennis match amid the towering pine trees. And soak in the joys of family as the little ones learn some games of their own, and the boys and girls explore the creek for crawdads and other treasures. Do you hear your priorities rearranging themselves?
It's just great to see my kids and our grandchildren focusing on the outdoors, the water, just having a natural experience.
In the evenings and on winter days, come relax in the lodge, where you'll find a warm fire in the great room. Read a book, play a game, catch up with old friends, or take the kids to the rec room for ping pong, pool, and foosball. Our private stock trout pond is open year-round, and it's a perfect setting to relax and perfect your casting skills. Or, if you have that young grandchild with you, spend some time introducing them to one of the oldest and most enjoyable of outdoor skills. And at about that time, the smell of barbecues will fill the summer air, calling you to dinner. If you don't feel like cooking, come relax at the lodge restaurant. Share some wine and laughs with friends. Enjoy a complete family-style meal and savor the memories in the making. You've worked hard to get where you are in life, and you treasure your family above all else. It's your time now. Time to build those memories that will become part of your legacy. Listen closely, and you'll hear your priorities rearranging themselves. Invest in a cabin at Lake Creek Lodge. Invest in your family. It could be the most important investment that you ever make. To find out more about owning a cabin here, visit us on our website at lakecreeklodge.com.